What's poppin', my J dolls? And I'm back with another video. Before I get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell, you guys, so you can get the notifications when I'm uploading. I actually have been uploading more frequently. I'm gonna try to get on a specific schedule, but for now I have been uploading at least every week. So where you at? Where y'all been? Okay, so make sure y'all put your notifications on. Okay, period. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. And you guys, we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers still. Like, we almost at 1,500. So y'all been subscribing for the girl. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like these last couple months I've been getting a lot more subscribers, and I really think it's because of my like weight loss content. You guys are really eating up the weight loss content. So I am back with my 6 months post-op video. Y'all, I feel like every time I film I just look different. Like, I don't even freaking know. But I'm gonna get into my 6 months post-op VSG update. So you guys, if you're not following me on TikTok already, go follow me on TikTok. My TikTok is It's a Joanna Thing. I will put it up on the screen, and I also will put it in the description box where you can just click the link and go follow me on TikTok, because I always have weight loss content there all the time, like every other day at the least. And then I also will put my Instagram there so y'all can follow me on Instagram. Follow your girl, okay? Period. So let's get in. Y'all, I made some notes for this VSG update. So first of all, I'm going to start with the stats, because I know the girlies love the stats. And what I want to say is everyone's different. Everyone's body is very different. My experience has been very different than a lot of people's experience. And I really think because I manifested it, but we're going to talk about that. So you guys, my highest weight was 326 pounds. The day of surgery, I think I was 280. And now I am currently 196. 196, y'all. Your girl, I can't believe your girl is 196. Like, it's insane. So I'm super excited. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm in the Wonderland. I'm in my Wonderland era, you know. So out of the 200s, I'm officially 100 and something. Like, I never thought in my life, like, I know I'm close to 200, don't play with it, but it's still like, I never thought in my life I would be 100 and something pounds. Like, I do not even remember the last time I was 100 and something pounds. I do not remember the last time I was 250 before I lost weight, of course. So your girl is very excited and super happy about my progress. And so let's get into it, you guys. So now that you know my stats, I've lost in total, let me go to my app, y'all. So y'all need to get this scale, baby. I'm gonna link it in my description box below. Y'all can get it on Amazon. I've had this scale since like 2021 at my highest weight. So let me pull it up to tell y'all exactly how many pounds I'm down. So y'all can see there's no cap in my wrap. That's how much I actually weigh right now. Y'all, my highest weight, I'm down 129 pounds, almost 130 pounds. Okay, I did lose 35 pounds before surgery, okay, or before liquid stage and all that stuff, you guys. I lost 35 pounds on my own. I lost probably about another 10 pounds with the liquid diet. Then I was 280 once I went in surgery, and now I'm 196. I'm almost 100 pounds down in 6 months just from surgery. Like, that is insane. And I will say my experience is a little bit different than a lot of people's experience, because I'm losing weight a lot more rapid than a lot of people are losing weight at this time frame. Anyways, I work at a very physical job. Soon I will not be working at a physical job, so that's going to change a lot of things. I have to actually be consistent with working out because of that. But now I literally am physically like walking around for 8 hours or going up and down ladders and all that stuff. Like, so it could be that. It also could be the simple fact that before weight loss surgery, my problem was eating out. Like, my problem was fast food. And now I do not eat fast food like that unless I'm out of town or I really didn't cook or something like that. And I try not to make too many excuses where it's like I don't have food at the house, because baby, I'm the adult now that we got food at the house. So baby, if I drive past somewhere, I got food at the house. and the food tastes better. Let's talk about it. So anyways, I think that plays a part too, that I actually cook most of my foods and I don't eat out a lot. And that was my problem. My problem wasn't overeating, it was eating out. But now that I think about it, it also was overeating because the portion size in America is insane compared to what I can eat now. So I think that kind of plays a part, and I'm lucky in the sense that I've never had a stall. A lot of people have stalls and I've never had a stall, and I don't know why. I just know that I've been constantly dropping weight. And actually, when I ate out, y'all, in California, I ate a lot of crap that was not good for me. And I'm going to talk about that later. But when I ate out and I came back home, I lost 4 pounds. Y'all, literally in a week, I lost 4 pounds. And I was like, that's insane. I don't know if it was just like my body. You know, sometimes your body just starts losing faster in 1 month than it does in another month. Everything is just gradual, and everything depends on the specific person and their body. So, anyways, when I ate the worst, y'all, I lost 4 pounds. And I don't know, I don't know if it's because I am not eating enough food. And like when I was out of town, because those foods were a little bit higher in calories and carbs, it helped me, or I don't know if it was because of all of the walking that I did in California. So I don't know, but I did lose a significant weight, even a significant amount of weight, even eating those carbs. Now I'm gonna tell you, in California, I didn't overeat. I still ate 3 times a day. I didn't overeat. I didn't snack too much, and the stuff that I snacked on was healthier snacks. Like the only snack that I had that wasn't healthy was I had a chocolate croissant, and I ate a little bit one day, ate a little bit another day, and threw it away. Like it was only half of it I ate over 2 days. So I didn't really snack on anything that was bad. Like I didn't eat ice cream. I didn't eat like donuts. I didn't eat any of cookies or anything like that. Like I got chocolate, dark chocolate, hue dark chocolate, y'all. I love it. And I got like pretzels. Like pretzels to me are like my kind of chips, which pretzels are not the best, y'all, because pretzels is slider food. That's a whole nother thing to talk about. It's a slider food, but pretzels, it takes a lot just to get to the calorie count. So I prefer pretzels over eating chips, because chips, one bag of chips gonna probably be like 300 calories for a little baby bag of chips, versus pretzels, you can eat 32 pretzels and that's 100 calories. Ain't no way I'm eating 32 pretzels. So yeah, that's kind of the background on that. Now what I'm going to get into, y'all, because I started rambling and getting all over the place. But what I'm going to get into is my 6 months post-op doctor's appointment. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about my doctor's appointments. My doctor's appointments kind of seem a little bit like, what is the purpose? I don't know if it's only me and just where I go, but like, even with my nutritionist, like I literally had an appointment with her like a month ago, and I was on my way to work, so I had to make it quick over the phone. And I was just like, okay, because she was late. She was like 10 minutes late to our video chat, and I'm already running late to work. So I'm like, okay, I kind of gotta like take this quick, but we usually don't be on the phone for long anyways. You just be asking me like, do I have any questions? Is there anything I can't tolerate? Like, bro, we don't even get into like, okay, you need this much protein, you need this much carbs, you need this much, like, we don't even do any of that. Like, so maybe at that point, maybe we were gonna do that and I just had to go. But I just feel like it's been irrelevant. And I feel like even before, when I was on my weight loss journey, I had to switch dietitians because my last one was just like, okay, so you can eat out, let's stop eating out like this amount of days. Okay, you can take it down this amount of days. But it wasn't like she was telling me what I should be eating, what type of meals I should cook, what type of suggestions. Like, bro, I was just like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm just learning all this stuff on my own. Like, y'all are just pathetic. I'm sorry. A lot of nutritionists go very fast and they want to just get to the point and get out of there. Like, they just want to make sure like you're doing okay with food. That's it. So either ways, with this 6 months post-op appointment, it was with my doctor. So I haven't seen my doctor since I've been approved for VSG. Like, literally, it's been so long since I've seen her. So when I seen her, she pretty much was telling me that how I'm doing really good. Like, I'm kind of exceeding my weight goals and all that stuff. So like it seems like I'm doing really good. It seems like I knew how to manage my food when I went out of town, and it just seems like I'm on the right path. Like pretty much, this is pretty much all she's saying. But she asked me like, oh, have you been working out? And I was truthful with her. I'm like, oh no, I don't work out. Like I do work a very physical job, but I don't work out. And she's like, okay, you know, that's good. You know, you do have a physical job, but you do need to start working out. So your girl really need to start working out. And to be honest, y'all, I like working out, and I have a gym in my apartment building. But y'all see my hair? Y'all like my voice? It turn y'all on, okay? Y'all see, this is my real hair, okay? And if I go to that gym, baby, my hair is gonna curl on up. So I'm trying to find a way. I did see something on TikTok, or not, YouTube, about how to keep your silk press nice even when you work out at the gym. So I'm gonna try it out, because my hair has been my excuse for this last month. Because y'all, if y'all can believe it or not, this silk press been silk pressing for 3 weeks. I've been in the club, I've been out of the state. Like, my girl, thank you to my girl, okay? Because she ate it up. She knew how to flat it down, baby. So I'm going back to her every time. But anyways, she's pretty much told me I need to work out, just kind of build my muscles, which I do. And I need to work out to tighten my skin and all those things. So that's on my bucket list to get done. Like, I do got to be consistent with that. And I'm about to start an office job. So I really have to work out practically 5 days a week, because I'm not going to be physical at work. So I am making a plan on how I want to do that. Now I have a consistent schedule, so I have no excuses. I get off at the same time. I'm off on the weekends. So I'm going to start deciding if I want to work out after work, which I think will be more realistic for me. And then if I don't want to work out some of the days that I get off of work, I need to work out on the weekends. So I'm going to start organizing that. And when I get on my workouts, y'all, I'm going to start filming me, like, working out. Because I was working out, then I stopped. And now I'm going to attempt again. Okay? Never give up. So that's pretty much the only advice she told me to do, is just work out so I can strengthen my muscles. And she told me not to be afraid. Like, if I do stall, like, it's very normal. Or if the scale doesn't move for a while, like, it's normal. Like, don't feel defeated. As long as you're not gaining weight, you are fine. And that's what I want to tell y'all too, because I notice a lot of the girls really get concerned about stalls. And I think too, some of the girls and guys, because some guys also have this surgery, some people get so concerned about the stalls, and it's kind of like it's gonna happen. And also, if you're not gaining weight, then you should feel good. Like you're maintaining, and you've lost so much. You gotta also think about how much you've lost, because sometimes I get wrapped up in like, oh, I can't wait to be this size, I can't wait to be that size. And it's like, girl, you already lost 130 pounds, was it, y'all? I can't even remember. But yeah, like, relax. Like, you came so far. Look at you before, look at you now. Don't get down on yourself, because I feel like once you start getting down on yourself, you start making bad decisions. Like, you start to, especially as an like, food addict, you start feeling down on yourself like, oh, I'm not losing weight, I might as well eat this, or I might as well not go to the gym, or I might as well do this. Like, you just gotta be like, girl, I came from this to this. My body is trying to, like, level itself out. I'm going to be okay. And this process is like a year-plus process. Some people lose weight up to 2 years. So you have to understand, like, this is a process. You don't just, the thing about weight loss surgery is you don't wake up and be skinny. Like, you got to work to get smaller. Like, yes, it happens pretty fast. 6 months is fast. Like, now it's fast. In the beginning, it feel like them first 3 months take a lifetime. Mostly because you on liquids. And you also eating soft foods and mushy shit, okay? But once you get past 3 months, it seems like it's so fast. But it takes work. It takes determination. It's a lot. People think this is easy. It's not easy. And they think you can't go eat this. You can't do this. That's why you getting small. Baby, you can eat all that shit. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, especially with VSG, I think gastric bypass, it's a little bit, you have more dumping symptoms, so some stuff you just cannot tolerate. But VSG, like a lot of stuff you can tolerate. It's just based off what you actually do for your diet. Do you actually go eat out all the time? Do you make your food at home? What type of food are you making? What type of decisions are you making? Because trust and believe, if I want to go eat a little bit of a donut, I do not think I'm going to dump. Like, I really don't. Like, everything I've eaten has not made me dump. Okay? So we are choosing better decisions, you know, and it's okay for everything in moderation. If you're out of town, or it's Thanksgiving, or it's this, you know, a friend's birthday, but it's just the everyday life you got to keep on a straight and narrow. Because like, I have to tell myself that, because like my job had like donuts and banana bread and stuff like that, and I love me some banana bread. I don't care about donuts, but like banana bread, baby, I'm like, that looks so good. I could just have a little piece, which I really could just have a little piece, but I'm like, it's just a normal day in the week. Like, I just came from vacation like a week ago. I need to really be focused on clean eating, and like, I have protein bars I can snack on. I have dark chocolate I can eat. I have other sweet things that I can substitute, that I do not have to eat that. Like, that's what I do with my mind. And there's also ways to make like low sugar or sugar-free baked goods at home, so that if you want that type of taste, you can do that at home, or do a Fiber One brownie and heat it up or something. Just find alternatives where you can still enjoy stuff, but it's not an everyday habit. That's kind of how I would say. So pretty much she just told me at the appointment to work out. That's it. She said, I'm exceeding my goals. I'm doing really good. Like, I'll see her in another 4 months. That's it. So I think my next one, I'm just going to do virtually, because I feel like it's a waste of time, baby. But she did ask me what's my non-scale victories. And I was kind of telling her about like how I got on the plane, which y'all can see this on my TikTok. How I got on a plane, and how the seatbelt had extra fabric. Y'all know, before I used to use a seatbelt extender when I was 326. When I lost 35 pounds, I could buckle the seatbelt, but that thing was just buckling, baby. Like, that thing was tight, okay? And now I got extra flap on there. Like, baby, don't play with it. And then on top of that, y'all, now I can put the table down. Like, the way I was so happy to put the table down and put my little water on there, like, just the small things, and the fact that I'm not squishing people, like they're squishing me now, like I don't play with it. Like, man, this one dude on my flight back, he was doing too much, and it wasn't like he was big. He just putting his whole elbows on people. Like, baby, can you learn how to have some indecency? Because like before, even when I was bigger, y'all, like when I was bigger, I would just be like this when I was on the plane, because I don't want to touch people and I'd be cold, whatever. But this man, like, come on now, like, bro. And I'm trying to scoot more, like, you know, because I'm like, okay, I can scoot a little bit, but don't get around, y'all. I still got hips and I still got thighs. But I was just so happy that it was like not touching people. Like, I had enough room. So we went over some like non-skill victory stuff, which was cool, because she really wants us to start thinking like, stop focusing on stalls. Like, the thing is too, like a lot of girls in the VSG community, or guys, they count a stall as losing 1 pound or less than a pound. That's not a stall. If you Google stalls is like when your weight is not moving at all, or you gain weight. So stop saying you're stalling if you are still losing a pound. A pound is good. Even if you lose a pound a week, you know it's normal actually to lose 1 pound to 2 pounds a week when you're working out and losing weight. So stop overthinking it, because there's plenty of weeks I only lose 2 pounds and I'm happy with it, because I think it's time for me to slow down. You know, like there has to be a time where you have to slow down. You still have X amount of months to go, like, and so I don't know where I'm gonna be. I'm 196. I don't know where I'm gonna end. So it's interesting, because before I had the surgery, I really was like, oh, I'm gonna be skinny. I'm about to be skinny. Like, after the surgery, I'm gonna be skinny. And like, y'all, I'm actually getting nervous, because I might end up being skinny eventually. Because I'm like, now I'm thick still, which is nice. I still got little boobs. Like, they, you know, went down quite a bit, but I still got boobs. I got still a little booty. You know, and I got hips and thighs, but I'm flexing between a size now medium and large, and like I'm starting to really get to medium and tops for sure. Like it's like, yeah. And in jeans, I'm still a 12. Like I'm still a 12, but some of my 12s are getting too loose because they're stretchy jeans. Jeans are so hard for me because the way they be making these jeans be ridiculous. Like them stiff ass jeans, I don't even know my size. I think I'm a 32. I'm a 32 in Maywell, but then I'm, Lord knows, all these sizes is different. And the cheaper you go, the smaller it gets. But yeah, that's what I would say about my appointment. It was nothing really. I do have to go get some labs, which Lord knows I'm gonna do that because I have to fast for 12 hours, so I need to do it in the morning. And now I'm about to start a new job where I'm working in the mornings, like on the weekdays. So I think the labs are open on the weekend. So I'm thinking about getting my labs on Saturday. So that will be interesting because I have been taking my vitamins, but I have not taken iron anymore because I don't know. Something just told me to stop taking it because they literally just told me to take it like to boost my iron up. And then I was supposed to go back and like get my blood tested. So I'm going to get my blood tested and see because my multivitamins have iron in them. Sorry, y'all, I don't know how to say iron right, like when I actually talk, because I was raised in the South, so it's like iron, okay? Yeah, so I gotta go get that checked. My potassium level was really low at one point, like months ago, y'all, that I had to go to the emergency room. I said that in my last one. So I had to take potassium, so they wanted to make sure my potassium levels are still normal, so I gotta go do that. So that was that. Let me go to my notes here. Okay, y'all. This is going to be a long-ass video because it's 21 minutes in. I know y'all be liking videos long, but let me just cut to the chase. The next one is traveling after VSG. What to know about traveling after VSG. I might have to make a whole video on this. Comment down below if y'all want a whole video on this. I'm just going to tell y'all. I kind of said it in my last vlog, but if y'all want a whole detailed video on this, let me know. But long story short, it is harder to travel after weight loss surgery, okay? The biggest hurdle is the food because you're essentially going to eat out every day, multiple times a day, if you're staying in a hotel. And if you don't have a mini fridge and a microwave. So if you're planning a trip and you haven't traveled yet after weight loss surgery, please find a hotel with a mini fridge and a microwave. Also, make sure you're traveling with people that are going to be okay with you essentially not skipping meals, like, and reheating the meals you have at home. Because me and my best friend, when we travel, we always travel together. Like, we've been traveling together for like probably 10 years or so. Since we were undergrads in college, we've been traveling together. And the thing we like to do when we travel, we like to eat out and we like to drink. Okay, baby. So it was a big adjustment for me this trip because it was like I started feeling overwhelmed by the food because I couldn't finish a lot of the food and I was wasting it and I was spending money to waste it. So it was kind of frustrating me because like even when I ordered a salad from our hotel, I could not barely eat. I only could eat a little bit of the salad and the chicken and I had to throw it away because there was no mini fridge. And then, you know, we would share some things, but some things I didn't want to like make her share with me because she has a normal stomach, you know, and I had to adjust to that too because she wanted to accommodate me too. Like, oh, is there anything I can share with you or something? But I was like, I don't want to make you order something you don't want or, you know, for you to be hungry because we're sharing a small appetizer because that's something like I can only eat half of an appetizer, you know. Or not even half an appetizer or a quarter of an appetizer. So it was very frustrating. So make sure you plan ahead, like activities, things you want to do outside of eating, how you're going to eat. Like maybe you skip breakfast and bring you some yogurts and granola for breakfast. So y'all always skip breakfast. And then if she want to grab breakfast or whoever you're going with wants to grab breakfast, just making sure you eat before they go grab breakfast. Or like, okay, for lunch, I don't know, like eat my leftovers from yesterday, but we can go out for dinner today. Like just being aware of that. And my best friend did kind of tell me about like maybe next time we should do an Airbnb, which I think I should because then I could cook my own meals. And if she's hungry, she can cook meals. And then everything is not based around food. We still will go out to dinner or like at least once a day, but 3 times a day is a lot. especially after a surgery like this. And there's not a lot of healthy options. There are healthy options, but not every place you go to is going to have healthy options. And even if they do, you're not going to be able to finish it. So just be very aware of that. Like, the food aspect of things gets very hard. Then the fact that you have to wait 30 minutes to drink after you eat is the hardest. It's the longest 30 minutes of life, especially when you're having dinner with other people. They're able to drink and eat, or they're like, okay, you're babysitting your alcohol, when in real life you gotta choose, either do you want to drink your alcohol first or do you want to eat your meals first. If you want to eat your meals first, then you gotta wait 30 minutes for your alcohol. That is probably the most annoying part of this surgery for me out of everything, because it's frustrating, to be honest. So that's pretty much, I would say, the biggest part of traveling. Now, body aches. Because when I was on the plane, when I was on the plane, my back and stuff wouldn't hurt. Maybe because this flight was 4 hours long, bro, to come from California to Minnesota. But my back, because I was sleeping, and like, any way you turn your body and stuff like that, or you sleep improperly, your body will be in pain a lot easier. And I don't know, it's because of like the vitamins or the strength of your muscles. I'm not a doctor or any of those type of sorts, but I have noticed if I position myself in a like if I have improper form, I'm gonna feel it for days. Like, I'm gonna feel it like an old person. So you have to have proper form when you're on the plane, a neck pillow and all of that, because you're gonna feel it for 3 days after you get back, especially in your spine and your back. So I would say that. Now I want to talk about attention from men that I experienced. I'm just going to say California, because California men is different. They are different. Y'all, I really think I need me a California man, because they're very different. And I like how they go about stuff. And I like how generous the California people are. So I might need to go there and give me a rich nigga. Like, I think that's on my list. Okay? Because I already been thinking about moving there for real. In like a year to 2 years. Probably 2 years. So it really is on my list to move there. And maybe I can find me a rich nigga. Because I seen this girl on TikTok talking about her man went... Like, not her man. Somebody she dating wanted to get her Chanel bag. Just dating? Okay. I'm going to have to try it out. But anyways, y'all. I noticed when I was in LA, I got so much attention. Like, so much male attention that I was like, this is very different. Like, when I go out, don't get me wrong, y'all. Before, when I was a big girl, when I would go out, I would get attention. Like, I was wild, and I'm still in wild, y'all. But, like, I would get attention. Like, I'd be shaking my ass. Like, I'm really that girl. You know, I'm thick. So, well, I am thick. I was thicker. So, you know, I would get attention. But this was different, y'all. Everybody was giving me attention. And I was like, what is going on? So, the first day, which I'm gonna make a story time about this Dominican. I'm gonna do that today. So the first day, the Dominican, like, I ain't gonna lie, I talk to the Dominican, and for me, I don't just go out and talk to people. I do sometimes. If I'm drinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that anyways, because that's just how I am. But the Dominican, I went to him and I was like, oh, where are you from? Because I knew he was from Dominican Republic. Like, I just know, like, because he was like, he looked like a black man, but he was Spanish. So I was like, oh yeah, he Dominican. So I asked him, I was like, oh, you know, are you Dominican? And he was like, oh yeah, I am. Why? I was like, oh, I'm just wondering, I thought you were, whatever. So he like grabbed my hand to hold my hand, and your girl was talking to him. He was talking to me. Then we started dancing and hugging up in the bar, and girl, a whole lot of, and I'm gonna just get into that in the story time. But pretty much we start chatting it up. You know, I got his digits or whatever. Story time coming soon. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, as I should. I've been shooting my shot. So then after that, y'all, I end up the next time when I was out, and it was very, like, it was like a Saturday, this guy had came up to me, and this is gonna be a part of the story time. This other guy came up to me. He was Mexican and white. Like, I ain't never had no Mexican white man come up to me for real. So he was just pretty much telling me like how I'm so beautiful and da 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 da. I'm gonna tell y'all the story time, but like he like came over there to chop me up like some freaking tomatoes, okay? So I was like, okay, like you came over here out of all the people I was with, nothing but women. He came up to me. He was like, oh, I just wanted to tell you, like I was looking at you the whole time, and I think you're so beautiful. And he's actually good looking. Like I ain't gonna lie, So I'm gonna get into that story time because that kind of got something to do with the Dominican and him. But yeah, so after that, y'all, we walking down the street and I had my red dress. I'm gonna put a video of me dancing. Yeah, I'm gonna put a video.
Bad little bitch and I'm snipped like a Barbie, hips, lips, ass, and
me dancing in that red dress because it really did look really good on me, because before I wore it my fupa was very apparent. Like this time when I wore it I had a fupa, but it was smaller. Like it looked good. Like my booty was poking out more than a fupa was. Like I was feeling myself, and I didn't really know I felt myself until I seen the video. Because like when I looked at myself in the mirror I felt like the only thing I could see is the fupa. Like, but when I went back to the video I was like, I look the good for real, like girl. So anyways, we were walking down the street and then the dude was like, oh yeah, something in a burgundy dress, like something. And I'm like, oh me? He was like, yeah, you, both of y'all. I'm like, okay, because I was with my best friend. I'm like, all right, say that then, you know. Like I was like, dang. Then y'all, we went to a hookah place, and the guy that's in charge of like running the like promoting the event stuff like that for the hookah place, he come up to me and he asked me where I'm from and blah blah blah, telling me where he from, and he told his friend to pour me a shot, and then he grabbed my hand, started kissing my hand. I said, oh, okay, like y'all ain't come to play with me. Like LA ain't come to play with me, which is interesting because I did not think I'm the LA type, like when it comes to girls, you know. So anyways, after that had happened, I also try to chop somebody. I try to shoot my shot with a man that like was at this business event. So I don't know if it's me because I'm also shooting. Like I shot my shot at 2 of them, but the other 3, like I didn't shoot my shot at. But whatever. So the business guy, he got a girlfriend, but I had asked for his personal Instagram because I had got his business Instagram because he's a cool dude. I got his business Instagram, and then I asked for his personal Instagram. I was like, oh, can I get your personal Instagram? And I kind of had a feeling he might have a girlfriend because somebody was like, said something about like her, like I ain't gonna get into too much details, but so when I DM'd him, because I'm like, I'm sliding his DMs, y'all. I'm really on one because I like that he's driven. Like he's very driven about his business, and I'm about my business, and I'm about standing on business. Like, and he has a cool personality for real. So like that made me think like, okay, he cute. Like he got a good personality. He's about his money. He's about his business, standing on business. So I DM'd him, but he had a girlfriend. So I said, okay, like respectfully, I respect that because you're being honest, you know. But I ain't gonna cap. He told me that he thought I was cute too. So baby, don't play with it. If he ain't had no girl would have cuffed him up like a, I'm just kidding, y'all. Anyways, y'all, but that was a good time. Like I got a lot of freaking male attention, which was, it was cool. Like I was having a good time. I was having a ball, you know. A ball. So that was fun. Minnesota, the men here, well, let's say too, y'all, I have not been out in Minnesota since I've lost more weight. Like I've been out when I just started losing weight, so I was still like a bigger girl, but just a smaller, bigger girl. But now I would say I'm not even considered plus size anymore. I wouldn't even say I'm not plus size anymore at all. So like it'd be different when I go out this time, because I feel like the last time I've been out I was still plus size. I don't go out in Minnesota because it'd be just a bunch of lames. It'd be a bunch of lames, y'all, and it'd be lame here. It don't be shit to do. But I'm about to go to Casablanca because I met somebody in California that owns that place, and so I want to go check it out. And I feel like it's my type of vibe, you know, It's not too crazy, but it's not too lame, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about the last 4 things very fast because we're at 5 minutes now, y'all. So, eating carbs, y'all. I eat carbs, point blank and period. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't eat carbs on a everyday basis. So on an everyday basis, like on a normal day in my house, I do not keep carbs like that. Like the only carbs maybe is like pretzels is what I have in my house, but I don't keep bread. I don't keep rice. I don't keep oatmeal and stuff like that. Like I don't keep it in my house. But if I'm out, I'm gonna eat it. Like I'm gonna have some bread if I'm out. Like it's not gonna kill me. Yeah, and I kind of said that in my last one too, but just so y'all know, I eat carbs. And if y'all don't know, protein bars do have carbs in them. So like I'm not a carb counter. I'm not even a calorie counter. I don't feel like I need to be. I think when I start maintaining my weight, then I'll start counting calories. When I know I can just eat way too much, then I'll start counting calories. Non-scale victories. So y'all, some weird non-scale victories. It's like I'm starting to have shoulder blades on the back of my back. Y'all can see my freaking shoulder blades through my back. Bro, what? Like my back fat is going, it went down so fast. But yeah, that's a weird one, but that's definitely a non-scale victory. My other non-scale victory is being able to sit in any chair. Like I never felt like I was suffocating in any chair I sat in. You know, if you look at a chair, like today I had to get my fingerprints done for my new job, which I'm going to make a whole nother video about that too. Literally, when you look at a chair, you be like, dang, I can't fit in that. Like, that is small. Me, I still have that irrational fear. Like, I'm still like 326. And I'm like, oh no, I can sit comfortably in this chair. But yeah, I'm going to make this quick because my camera's overheating. So yeah, before I wouldn't have been able to fit in that chair. Okay, eating habits. We kind of talked about that, y'all. We're not even getting all into that. Hair loss. This is the last but not least. Y'all, I did have thinning in my edges like, I would say a month ago. You can still see it's a little light right here, but in right here. But my hair is very thick. So my hair, I have not experienced a ton, like just a couple strands. I have not experienced a ton of hair loss. Most of my hair loss has in my edges, and they're growing back. Like right here, it's very thin. But in here, it has grown back a lot. And I've been taking my vitamins and everything. So, yeah, I would just say my edges is kind of where the most work has been. And I've just been putting oil on it every day. But nothing significant, no bald spots or anything like that. Which I'm so happy about because I had some thinning in the back of my head before. And so I was very concerned about that. Like before surgery a long time ago. But no, my hair is pretty healthy. I got it cut and everything, and it just looks good, feels good. So anyways, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video because this camera is hot. So I'm gonna go eat my lunch, and then I'm gonna go film some story times. All right, and make sure if y'all have some questions, just comment below. I can always do a Q&A to weight loss surgery stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.